Yeah, all that ammo stuff. Yeah.
That, the water, that nitrate, gunpowder. That would all be going with me, and probably the coal. Um, what was that? Do I do commissions? I know the answer. You don't. Yeah. Why is it do commissions? Yeah, no. I just in case anybody here hasn't heard it. Like, I'm not answering it just because you said it, Shelley. But just I don't do commissions at this time. Just I have a really hard time understanding what most people mean when they describe something. So um, I tend to avoid like getting into a situation where I'm going to make something, I'm going to spend a lot of effort making something, and then I don't actually fucking know what they wanted the whole time. I might plant my forest down here. I think that'd be a good idea. Um, yeah, so that's pretty much the only reason why I don't do commissions beyond the fact that like I'm doing a lot of like learning how to be a streamer and learning how to improve my stuff as is, and pretty much all my art streams are me drawing my own emotes and so on and so forth at this point. I know it's worth answering that because I do have a few people ask me every now and then about it. Um, Especially when people like watch the art streams and stuff, which is not it's not this week, it's next week's my art stream, by the way. So random music and all that. This week for random game night, I'll probably be playing Diablo, so I don't have to do too much talking. I can let my voice recover still a little bit from last week. But yeah, I do sort of enjoy doing like the art stream stuff anyway because I get to just chill out to my own music. I know it's like fucking boring as shit to watch back because it's just like there's no music and stuff, but I mean that's the whole part of the incentive to catch it live and stuff. But yeah, it is. I do like the fact that I finally figured out how I kind of want to draw my character for my emotes and shit because I really didn't know at first. I didn't have a specific idea of how I was going to make her look. I do want to go back and replace Pout with something better. I have plans for that anyway. But go. They're not all right next to each other, but I mean, if I'm down here, I can get them. Yeah, I got plans. I has ideas. I wrote a heap of them down. It's just more so the figuring out how to artistically fucking draw a thought and like have an image that expresses a specific like emotion. I know you don't mind Pout. Grim also fucking likes it too. Um, I like how I say that as if it's a bad thing. um, but I want to do a proper Pout with like little puffy cheeks, and I want to have a proper like cry emote that's separate from each other. Like one that's like obviously like I also have like other ideas for some other shit as well. But yeah, I want them like easily defined as either or kind of thing. Because sometimes when I use pout, like to me it's a little bratty. It's a little too bratty with like the tears and the like little like V upside down V mouth kind of thing. And I'm like, I want something that either looks like it's like sad or looks like it's Sunday pouting because that's more what I'd prefer as like a Sunday pout. That'd be good. Um, I'm just going to go down here and plant all my trees. The nearby, but not so nearby that the guys don't have fucking frame rate issues. Um, yeah, I'm looking forward to making something like that. What was that noise? It better not have been a zombie at my base. I doubt it. There's like fucking nothing out here. Alright, this is probably far enough. This is about where I want to go. Look at this. I know that the bike would actually be fantastic for keeping the light out here, but so I'm going to plant a fuck ton of trees. First of all, out near the road, I'm going to plant all my snow trees. I might just take, because it's 46, I might just take it as a straight line up and along the side of the road, although not that close, because that way we could see when we drive there. The only problem is that, like, I do actually have to, like, wait till it goes, like, white. And if it's not, like, perfectly down, I can't fucking get it to do it. But yeah, there's going to be, like, probably 400, 600 or some shit trees out here. Just plant it, bitch. I don't really want to have to, like, walk a mile for this, but it's not going to hurt too much to go down about 50 odd. It's every fourth thing. If I wanted to do this properly, it would be blah, 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 fourth. There. Right. And honestly, if it didn't make the fucking, like, that noise, I would probably, like, click excessively. This isn't on the edge of... it's near a quest. You get a dog in that one. Let's go back a little bit. Go back and over by at least 4. Get my trees planted, so when I cut down a whole bunch of trees, not in here, I cut down trees in the green area because when you replant them, they look the same. You cut them down here and they don't look as awesome, which is a shame. I mean, it's logical that they don't grow back being a burnt tree, but I mean, come on, 7 days. If you got zombies, might as well have trees that can grow burnt. And there's, I mean, I can also plant and grow trees that have snow on them, so come on. Come on. Figure it out, yeah? Oh, man. I was just having a think that, yeah, how you said, like, I don't have to answer and stuff like that. Like, the funny thing is, like, I don't even think about it. Sometimes, like, I read out a question and I just, like, read and respond to it and stuff like that. And I actually find, like, I didn't know this was a thing, but apparently it pisses off some people that I read out their questions. And I'm like, I don't get it, because, like, anybody that's, like, not at their computer has the freedom to not have to pay attention to chat. And, like, you know, people that, like, watch this later on YouTube and stuff may not be even able to see what chat looks like when it comes up because it's sometimes very tiny, especially on phones. And so me reading stuff out actually, like, helps a lot of people to be able to know what the fuck was being said and what I'm replying to and stuff. And I find it really kind of amusing. Some people get, like, rip about, like, the fact that I'll read out what I'm reading, what they're saying. And I'm like, look, you know, if you didn't want it read, why did you type it? It's like, that's my logic anyway. It's not soundproof logic, but whatever. I guess also some people are used to talking to, I guess, much bigger streamers. Maybe they don't read out everything that's said. I get that a lot too. A lot of people talk about how I actually respond to a lot of people consistently when they talk to me or interact and stuff. And it's true, I do. But I just don't see why, like, if I can keep up with what's being said, I see no reason in not doing it. Like, unless obviously it's something that I don't want said in my own voice, then I can understand it. Oh, man. Is it people get mad at me? What is it? People get mad at everything. Look, they do. I guess, like, the best thing is, like, I already know that, like, I can't please everybody. Like, you do one thing to please one person and it pisses off another. You don't do that thing, it pisses off the first one. Oh, blessed. Are you calling me out on phrasing for that? I'm not people pleasing in that regard, man. You and your fucking prickles. It's trees this time, yeah? Trees, not spikes. What's it? I read it out to can make everyone happy, to be honest. That's the reality of streaming. Yeah, you can't make everybody happy. It's mostly just, like, fucking enjoy doing what you're doing, the way you do it. And if somebody doesn't like it, they can go elsewhere. That's the way I look at it. The funny thing is, if somebody doesn't like it, more often than not, they don't go elsewhere. They just, like, exclusively complain about it. I'm like, dude. Just ban them. Yeah. My biggest thing is, like, I give, like, most people, like, a chance to correct themselves, like, if they want to be here. And if they don't correct themselves or if they purposely do shit, then they get banned. Same for my Discord and shit like that too. There's a few people that I question whether or not they remember the rules or not. Like, not specifically about Discord, but sometimes, like, here in chat, I sometimes wonder. but at the same time, like, I'm likely to just give a fucking timeout first and give them a chance to, like, if they want to be here. Most people will try to, like, not fuck up again, generally. But if they don't want to be here, they won't give a fuck. Me giving a chance is me timing them out, then I ban them. Yeah. Come on, Phoenix. You cannot... I'm not allowing you to awkwardly stand next to my mouse. He's doing this thing where, like... I don't know how to best say it, but when cats take a poop, there's a stance that they take. And Phoenix has taken that stance and that expression next to my mouse, and I don't like it. He's not taking a poop. He's just purposely standing there like that, right? It's very awkward, and it's very fucking uncomfortable to watch for me. And if he turns around, he's just going to plant his ass cheeks on my hand. So I know what he's trying to do. So I don't correct them myself. I'm perfect. Oh my God, bless. You basically are. It's a godsend that we even get to watch you, man. Fucking... Are you been streaming lately? I know you've been busy as shit, but, like, are you going to be streaming any like, month soon? Any weekend soon or anything? How are my trees already up this high? I must have gone really far down. That's fine. I'll go back and over and down. I must have come down on an angle. Man, I'm everywhere with fucking trees. Phoenix, we just talked about this, yeah? Oh my God. How's about... Nick, can you move your drink bottle and just bring the bed closer and see if that fucking sedates him? I think that's what his problem is. Yeah. So we've got... Like, I know most of you guys know this, but for anybody that doesn't, we've got 2 cat beds, right? Azul is dead asleep in one to my left, and the other is in front of Nick to my right. And Phoenix generally used to sleep in the one to my left, but Azul has claimed it. So now Phoenix has to sleep in the one in front of Nick, and he doesn't like it. He wants to sleep in front of me, or as close to me as physically fucking possible. And so when he can't, he just pouts. And he's got like this, he genuinely has like a cat pout face. It's pretty fucking good. But at the same time, he like brings all the attitude with his little ears. It's kind of funny. It's frustrating every so often because, like, it's been like 14 years of this. Well, not fully 14. Like, the first 6 was just him and me alone, because I used to live by myself, and then like the rest of the time,
dirt or topsoil?
Rest of the time it's been Nick.
Topsoil that you use.
I use topsoil because it makes the dirt the same color biome as wherever you are putting it. So it ends up bringing it back up to look the same. You can just use dirt. Dirt will just look like soil on the surface, and as you dig through it and shit. There's no real difference. I think topsoil is a little more expensive to make. Also, just know you can't destroy the blocks, even if you fucking drop them and shit. You gotta wait till they time out to get rid of them. You can't get resources back from that.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
That was a learning curve we had once. I made like 500 topsoil blocks, and I did not need 500 topsoil blocks. And I'm like, oh, that's okay. I'll just scrap it out, yeah. And I scrapped it out, and it didn't scrap. And I'm like, oh no. And then I dropped it, and it stayed being a little block of soil and in a baggie. And I'm like, oh, that's my new forever bag. A bag of soil, fucking every girl's accessory, right? Look, if you've got somebody in your life that's got a bag of soil, I'm not judging. I want to know. I want to know the story. Like, specifically fucking tell me the story. I want to know it. Also, if you collect rocks, I want to know. I used to be somebody that collected rocks as a kid. I used to really enjoy collecting rocks. Pretty shiny ones, river stones, whatever. I specifically have a deep hatred of coarse river rocks. Those things can go to fucking hell. If you guys want to know why, my parents had this thing where they really loved coarse river rocks, and so every property that they had or they renovated and shit, they would choose coarse river rocks. And they make the most horrific, scratching, grating, nasty-ass, fucking skin-crawling-ass noise whenever you step on them, or somebody walks around them, or drives something. Like, I have fucking My little arm hairs are going mental right now. I got goosebumps everywhere. It's so uncomfortable just the thought of them. And yeah, so I fucking hate those things. And they're also sharp to walk on. And if you guys know, like if you live anywhere that's hot, like Australia or Arizona or anywhere that's fucking
Slowly
hot,
coming along.
it the rocks get like boiling fucking hot. So you get hot, sharp rocks, which is just what you want on your garden pathway to be able to fucking go and walk into your garden and perhaps retrieve the ball of your pet or some shit, you know? So what are you doing with your underground base, Grim? I saw you were digging down. You putting all your storage downstairs again?
Plus my own private workstation.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. At least now that I've got the chem station, I don't have to come and junk up yours with the gunpowder and shit, which is nice. Because I don't like having stuff still running by the time you like log on and require needing it.
Yeah, see, the ones that are out there is pretty much for anybody to use. That's the whole point of it. And I thought that'd be a great way of doing the thing until I make my own private area. Everybody can use those ones.
Yeah, well, it is good that they're there because, like, if we need an extra workbench, at least we can use it, you know? Like, same sort of goes, like, I'm not using mine most of the time. I craft stuff and then I fuck off out of my base for a bit. But, like, if anybody ever needed to come over and, like, use it, like, it's not a fucking problem.
Yeah.
These are not going to be in any kind of alignment. I'm going to be coming through here later and not be able to hit anything.
Sort of like a bit of a base that everybody can go to do whatever they need to do.
Get me up there.
But yeah,
I have no fucking concept
what you're
where I
gonna
started.
see is
up
like
there, maybe
you're only gonna have a small access of the area compared to my underground base. It's gonna
the
be
uncooked base.
Yeah. The underground base is going to be pretty spacious and all that kind of stuff, but you guys won't get to see that.
Well, I'm concerned about going down to visit if you do show it off because you'll probably lock me in there and then fucking shank me with your bone knife, Grim.
Oh, I need like a what is it? No trespassing sign.
I saw the funniest shit the other day. Was I was watching. I think it's like Liam Carpenter or something. He's the English dude that's moved to Germany, and he does videos and shit for TikTok and whatever, right?
Yeah.
And so he's on holidays at the moment somewhere, and he got the do not disturb sign off the front door, and he was watching TV, and he put the do not disturb sign on himself so that his wife would leave him alone to like watch a show. I'm like, that's fucking brilliant.
I mean,
too bad she didn't adhere to it. It didn't work.
Oh.
It didn't work. He was so salty, but it was funny.
Yeah.
Smart. I like the idea. Oh man, I've seen people put those on like other things. Like they take those home, and like I don't know, put it on like
I need to have
their
a look
office
at the
or something.
because
it's not a bad idea.
I'm trying to look for like sort of like half of a wall. What is it like? Half wall, but also like flooring. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to look for. I just can't find anything that's close to that.
I found that like you really have to like fucking scroll down and like pick up a couple and then like rotate them around to like really see what they are going to look like and do. For some reason, like since they brought in a whole heap of new ones, like, even though I'm used to like building a shit ton of stuff with various blocks and whatever, like I still am like having to bring it out and visualize them and stuff, and I'm not sure why, because I don't think they've changed anything.
Yeah, there's just a lot of there's a lot here, and some of them don't display. It's not like a really good picture of what they're showing, if that makes sense. So yeah,
I get it.
I understand the reason why you do that.
Yeah. So I'm up to planting the 400 plus. You can have a look. If I scroll in, you can see where all my trees are. You see these little, I'll scroll in as far as possible. People on the phone might have a problem, but these little dots here,
so that goes there.
they're all my trees. So everywhere in here, this is going to be as salt and pepper as I could possibly fucking get it.
Yeah,
there's a few parts where I haven't gone
hardest part
straight in a line.
think of is how to finish off
get all the way over there and go up. Yeah. Plus, don't forget too about like paint can like emphasize on like making something look more like what you need anyway.
Yeah. Oh well, for the time being, I'm just trying to place down everything. Then I do the paint jobs later.
I must admit, it is very hard to get paint now because you still require water and chrysanthemums to build that.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, so I didn't make too much. I made that with my own personal supply of water. I didn't use anybody else's for that. But at the same time, it was kind of like, this is a lot harder to finish off a building because water is so sparse, you know?
Yeah.
Which I guess is kind of fucking true to Apocalypse. Why would you waste water making paint when you could drink that water? But still, I'm a little salty about it. These will get tall eventually, but for the meantime, I'm expecting, because I'm planting at least probably 6, 7, 8, probably maybe somewhere around 800. I didn't do the fucking maths. It was like 450 something plus like 200 something plus some more. So we probably got about 800 odd trees going up, right? And all I know is once you plant about 500 of any one type of tree, you invite in the biome creatures of that tree. So I'm expecting to see dogs and wolves and everything under these fucking trees when I go to cut them up, which is not really something I want, honestly. I will have to deal with that as I go. You will find that I will chainsaw the occasional dog because I'm just so extra startled by a dog appearing while I'm harvesting a tree. Like, I'll turn around with the chainsaw and kill it with that instead of actually getting out a weapon. Because, yeah, fucking spooked. Yeah, alright. There is so much debris in here that I don't want to get rid of because I love all the ambient fucking shit on fire of this area. This, though, that can go. Interesting that it's a different color than the grassy biome bushes. Makes sense. It's a little bit burnt, but yeah. I'm just trying to fill in the gaps because some of these trees I've like spread out. Like over here, there's area where I could get a few trees in. Some of these are quite big, but yeah, there's still some space between some of them. Get that there. There would fit right next to it. There we go. I can kind of roughly tell where some of these are going to go. You can sort of see that when I go to put them down, I just move them over. I remove a rock, so I could do it. I don't know why, but the rocks to me seem like they come back in. Like they seem to come back. I don't get what the fuck that's about. But, you know, free rocks, so I guess that's a good thing. I'm guessing Grim's doing quests or Nick's doing a quest. So what chips are those, Nick? I'm curious. They smell good.
What?
What are those chips? I want to know. They smell good.
Sweet chili.
Alright. I can smell them just a little bit. Nick has chips. He's not doing chip ASMR or anything like that, which is fine. But yeah, I'm just like, you know, when you have like a faint smell of food and it smells appetizing, but you know that like when you eat the thing, it's probably going to be like too strong. Like that's what I've got at the moment. I don't mind like sweet chili chips and stuff like that, but I tend to find they like leave like a bad flavor in my mouth after I've eaten them. So I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm actually going through a fucking stage of wanting a lot of cheese flavored snacks. For some reason, I'm just like, yeah, some good old fucking country cheese crackers and cheese chips, and I even bought fucking Pringles, and I don't even like Pringles. Just to clarify, I know I'm going to get one person making a stupid remark. I'm not pregnant. Let me just fucking clarify that. Being a female doesn't automatically equal pregnancy when you start feeling like foods. So now that I've fucking at least acknowledged that, because somebody will ask otherwise if I don't say it, I just don't want the comments. Yeah, I just go through stages where I feel like eating a specific thing for a bit. Like, I go through like a whole month of wanting to eat lemons for no other reason than it's a lemon and it tastes amazing. But yeah, at the moment, I'm really into cheese snacks. I almost bought Twisties the other day. It was really weird. And then we saw some kind of like Twisties were doing something. And I'm like, well, I don't watch TV or anything like that. So it was really weird. Really, really weird to like want Twisties and then like a day or so later see like the adverts around for Twisties on like fucking subliminal messages or something. I'll put that there. Put that there. It's very hard to put plants on like mounds when it goes up and stuff.
Ooh,
it has a lot of trouble.
Nice.
We got rid of the one that was at the trader just before, so I guess that's next day's one. Nick's moving around too much to get one himself. I'm very likely to just get a horde or something out here at some point. On. Oh yeah, I'll have to put the photo up in Discord after stream tonight. I got ramen last night. It was pretty nice. Nick tried some dish that wasn't ramen. I said it was alright.
Alright.
It's a light flavor, heavy meal though. I'll put photos up. It's really good.
Now I just got to do the flooring, but that's it.
Nice. I'm nearly finished. Well, I'm over halfway through planting my 800 or so plus trees, and then I'll actually go cut down some trees. I have made sure to plant them away from my base. It is still in the burnt area, but hopefully not where you guys drive through. So hopefully you guys will have still decent frame rate.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, well, let me know if you end up like having any troubles or like you drive past like an area and it's like heavily inundated with trees and your fucking game crashes or some shit. I'll go cut them down then.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Because that's happened in the past. This is why I'm so fucking conscious of where I'm putting my trees, because Grim, Russ, Flanky, Sammy, all the old members that like get in and play and shit every so often had issues when I planted my 300 plus trees. And the funny thing was Flanky did the same thing. He decided to go and plant like a few hundred trees himself, which, you know, because I planted them and he went and cut down the trees because he needed the wood. So then obviously, because I was planting them because I needed wood, he went and planted all the seeds from that, which was basically double what I had originally planted, which I had planted like about 300 odd in that particular place because we worked at the cap as about 300 before it starts affecting everybody else. And so then we found his forest. Of course, I initially got blamed because I'm the person that goes and plants a fuck ton of trees. I'm the one with the patience for this shit. So yeah, it was quite a funny fucking debate between server members for that debacle. And when Flaky came on, he's like, "Oh, did you see my forest? I replanted it for you." And everybody's like, "You're the one who did it." And we're like, "Yeah." So that was pretty funny. Got all the trees. I ended up with twice as much fucking wood as I ever would have had because I was trying to like limit it. This should take me. I'm down to 280 odd trees left to plant, and then I'll start going over to the green and getting some harvested and stuff. But yeah, it should take me about one in-game day to plant my trees because I can plant up to about 1,000 without having any problems or whatever. I'm sure this is probably boring as fuck for you guys, but like, you know, at least like I'm fucking chatty and stuff. You don't have to watch this. This is like literally the time when you can like play games or read and shit and just listen. But yeah, I would plant like about 1,000. If I had the seeds for it, I would plant about that many. Then when I come back, I would harvest said many. I've got a plane going over. And then there goes the plane. And then from there, I would probably end up harvesting out twice the seeds. Hey, Snipe, welcome in. I do, apparently. I feel tired. I feel very tired. I probably should have, like, I've never done an event before, so I have learnt that it's probably good to schedule 1 to 2 days off afterwards, or to schedule the final day being like a Friday so then I can have the weekend off. It's kind of like if you were working a normal job and you did a couple of hours overtime